Morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 352 today in our last relevant thought of part 2 of the workbook, What Am I? Today we're only going to do today's lesson. Tomorrow we're going to go back into the relevant thought. Today's lesson, and now all the lessons are 3 lines, and all of the lesson itself is in prayer. So judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. Judgment and love, diametrically opposed. If I am in a relationship that is filled with judgment, it is devoid of love. If I'm in a relationship that is filled with love, it's devoid of judgment. I cannot have both of them. The judgment is what brings the ego to me, and that is where all the sorrows of the world come from. But love makes way for the miracles and for the recognition of who I really am. What am I? Who am I? I am the sinless, guiltless, perfect child of God, in whom he is well pleased, and I am filled with love because I am his beloved. So, forgiveness, the lesson, the prayer says, forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone and judges not. And we had this, remember, our first relevant thought in part 2 of the workbook was about forgiveness. And it told us that forgiveness does nothing. It looks on what I believe to be real and tells me that it is not, that it has never happened, that this is not my brother that I am judging. My brother is sinless as I am, because we are both the product, the creation of our Father. So forgiveness doesn't pardon or sins and make them real. It sees that there was no sin. That is what forgiveness does. So forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone, only on the innocence that is in each and every one of us, and judges not, because there is nothing to judge in innocence and in our sinlessness, which is in truth our natural state of being. We are innocent, we are sinless. Through this I come to you. Judgment, I come to you. You is capitalized. I come to you, my Father. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind. Lesson 247, without forgiveness, I will still be blind. I cannot see if I do not forgive. Forgiveness, again, this has been called a course in forgiveness, and it absolutely is true. So many of our lessons are about forgiveness because it is forgiveness that we have to recognize and claim for ourselves. Forgiveness is what I want in my life. I don't want to hold on to judgments and grievances. If I do that, I will be pushing love away. I will be erecting barriers to love's presence in my life. So I don't want the judgments. I don't want the grievances. I want forgiveness that will show me that everything that I thought was real was not, and I will be so elated to find that out. So judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind, yet love, reflected in forgiveness here, reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace again. Forgiveness is the only gift I give. The way to God is through forgiveness here. There's so many. Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss. Forgiveness is the key to my happiness. It is the key for us to all go home, come home together. It's already there, but not yet in the awareness of my mind. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way, in the way of forgiveness. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it. I have the memory of God, and I have the memory of the Holy Spirit, who is the guide that I have been given to lead me, to guide me where it is I need to go. Now, I just want to go to that word comfortless, because the very last line of the workbook tells us and I'll get there in a moment, that God's angels hover near and all about. His love surrounds you, and of this be sure, that I will never leave you comfortless. The very last line of the workbook, I will not leave you comfortless. We will never be left comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it. I just thought I'd reread that one. Father, I would hear your voice and find your peace today. I'm ready. Those questions, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? I am ready to hear your voice and find your peace today. I'm ready to listen only for the voice of the Holy Spirit. For I would love my own identity, big I, and find in it the memory of you. Within my own identity of who I am, what I am. What am I? I am the sinless, guiltless, perfect child of God. And in claiming that and knowing that, I find my own true identity, and I now have the memory of my Father within me. They are all connected. I cannot know who I am and not know that I am God's child. So, judgment and love are opposites. From one comes the sorrows, from the other, the peace of God himself. The peace of God is everything I want, and I have it today as I let go of all the judgments. That's it for today. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile, please breathe, deep breath in, release everything that is not of love, and pray. Pray for the recognition that that is all you will know today. You will know love and only love, and you will share it willingly and graciously and gladly to all your brothers, all of our brothers and sisters. Namaste.